Overtime with Otis, man. We clocking in. Time it is, man. Overtime with Otis, man. We clocking out.
Man, you know what time it is, man. Overtime with Otis, man. We clocking in. Today I got my guy Protech on the channel. How you doing today?
What it do, man? We clocking in on Overtime Otis, man. I'm great, man. I'm blessed, man. Highly favored, bro. Man, another year of life. I'm just grateful, man, to have me father gave me another year. Could have been dead and gone a long time ago. But I'm just grateful, bro. I'm happy to be on with you, man. I love what you're doing, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Proud of you, Slum, man. I'm ready to talk some Commanders. Let's do it, man.
Oh yeah, man. Happy birthday. Appreciate you for jumping on the stream on your birthday. On my birthday, I might be, oh no, man, I can't get on the stream. I'm out here doing this. I'm out here doing this. So it's for real, man. It's special that you took some time in, man, to clock in with your boy, man. Hey, look, the Commanders, they kind of went crazy on that draft. So it's like a fake emergency stream. I was like, man, Protech, I need you on the channel. I need you.
Let's do it. You with me?
Okay. Let me say, the first thing, how do you feel about Adam Peters in the draft? Like, what do you think the grade was?
A lot of people gave us an A. I'm a little bit more critical because I'm like, I set AP at a very high bar. You know what I'm saying? I think he like a top 5 GM in football. I think he on that Howie Roseman level. Howie's on another level by himself, but I am very critical of AP. I'm gonna give it a B. I think it was a really good draft class. I would have picked a little differently with the first 2 picks, but he had a specific fit for specific players. So I do see the vision. So I'm like, okay, cool, I could roll with it. I personally went a little different route. I would have won the first round. Unfortunately, go I wanted to go, but praise God, it's cool. It's cool.
Man,
cool.
Who would you have went for?
Yeah, dog. Come on, I've been sawing for like 3 months. You know I would have went.
Nah,
I went Downs all day.
I know you would have went Caleb Downs, but even with Sonny Styles falling to where he fell, because 7 is like, Sonny Styles a middle linebacker. Like, there's some edge rushers, linebackers like that have that talent level where you'll take them at 7. But I'm like, for us to get that level of talent at 7, I'm like, I'm liking it. I think I would have did Styles over Downs.
I only said because I think Downs is more of a polished player, and he would get a more immediate impact. I'm in a win now mode. I'm not thinking 5 years from now. I'm thinking, hey, win a Super Bowl while this man's on a rookie contract. So my mindset's a little different than everyone else. Like, yeah, we got a linebacker for the next 10 years. I'm like, man, screw that. I'm trying to win a ball now. I'm trying to hold these.
Yeah.
And Jaden holding the MVP trophy. I'm trying to a parade before that man got to get paid. Y'all tripping. So, but Sonny Styles is a heck of a talent. I do think he has some weaknesses for a game. We'll talk about that a little later when we talk about him specifically. But I personally would have went Downs, but I'm not mad at it. I do see the vision. If Sonny Styles does reach his peak, he could be a legit dog for this team. So I'm not as mad as I was on Thursday night. I was a little pissed off, I ain't gonna lie. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna trust my GM. I'm gonna trust A.
I'm on the same page as you with the win now, because if they're looking at it as, okay, 5 years down the line, he's going to be on the way to be one of the great linebackers. I'm like, we could have went impact now. Like you said, Caleb Downs, because I hate getting thrown on. Like everybody, it seems like even like say George Pickens. George Pickens used to tear us up with the Steelers. He tear us up with the Cowboys. Like all the time, he's catching some unbelievable catches and stuff like that. So this leads into my next question. Are you, let me see how I'm gonna put this. Are you shocked they didn't go cornerback or safety in the draft?
I'm not shocked about corner at all. I am. flabbergasted about safety. That's why I gave it a B. Because I'm like, you about to trot out Will Harris and Quan. Oh, we about to trot out Nick Cross and Will Harris. Maybe. If Quan Warren misses his job, I'll be shocked. But another topic for another day. I'm kind of trying to go safety just because the depth behind Will Harris and Nick Cross or Quan Martin, whoever starts at free safety, is a little shaky. Like Reeves is a great special teamer. He'll play well at defense at times, but he's not consistent. Tyler Owens still a project, clearly. And Percy Butler, I don't want to see him on a football field outside special teams for the rest of his NFL career, respectively. So it's like, bro, who are you about to try out there? Knock on wood. If something happens to Will Harris or Nick, who in the heck are you trying out there? Just saying.
It looked like they need to go outside the organization for help at that point.
Exactly.
Because the help isn't on the team. If something happens, God forbid something happens like that, yeah, the answer is not on the team.
No. Houston, we have a problem. And we're not talking about spring break. But hey, City of Houston, if y'all watch this, I'm not seeing this, I promise. But
love Houston, man. Love Houston.
I'm not seeing this, I promise. But yeah, I was saying, yeah, it's the help down the roster. The cornerback room, I think they're comfortable with it. So I'm like, oh, they're comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with it. Am I fully comfortable with it? No, but I trust Mikey. I think Meek's gonna have a bounce back year. And I love Trey. Yeah, I love Trey. Trey's a dog. So they could pick up another corner in free agency and call it a day. I don't think they had to spend a premium draft pick. I kind of think Delane was really on their board at 7, and the Chiefs jumped up and said, all right, we don't get Delane, we'll get Styles. Styles will get Downs. Like, I thought those are 3 guys. Delane is probably number 1, number 2 on the list. Chiefs jumped up, got him, so like, okay.
Did you hear him sneak dissing? Why he sneak this my man AP like that? Hey, look, but that's how you know
he wanted to be a commander, bro. He wanted to be
say, because you know he's from the area. He wanted to be a commander.
He's from Silver Spring.
So. Yeah, he sneak this in my man, my GM. Nah, don't be doing that.
All right. You in a good organization, bro. Be happy, be blessed, bro. Don't sneak this, bro. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all could be competing with us for one of them. Come on, man.
We trying to get one of them. We trying to get one of them.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But I got a couple of those. We trying to get one recently. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you, if somebody hasn't been hip to Sonny Styles, right? Mm-hmm. What would you say he brings to the table? What would you say we could get out of him year 1 impact?
I would say the number 1 thing you can get out of Sonny Styles is a guy who can knife through gaps and get to the ball carrier immediately. He did have 6 sacks his first year as a linebacker. So I would say rushing a passer, because he did have 6 sacks his first year doing that. Last year he only had 1, but I don't think they were rushing him as much from what I saw. But yeah, I would say rushing a passer in like 3rd and critical downs, and also covering tight ends as well in certain situations. I think his cover skills give you some work too. But yeah, I definitely think covering certain running backs and tight ends in certain spots, and also I'll say rushing the passer in blitz situations.
I definitely love the tight end coverage because, for the past 10 years, it's been death by 1,000 cuts for the tight ends for sure. Whenever somebody has even a decent tight end, he putting up Hall of Fame numbers because our middle linebackers were the weakest.
Yeah, can't cover a soul. They couldn't cover us.
For real. So what don't you like about Sonny Styles? Like, what's the red flags that you might see about him, or the stuff that you have in the back of your mind? Like, I hope he doesn't do this. I hope he doesn't go out there and do that.
Shout out my guy Tim from the 10 Sports Talk there, because when he first said this, I didn't agree. After looking at some tape, I did see some deficiencies. One, in the run game. I'm talking specifically in the run game, not in the pass game. Tim went a little too far. Tim's like, he can't process at all. he processes slow in the run game too much for me.
Okay.
It seemed like he doesn't know which gap he wants to go in right away. And by the time he processes and know what's going on, the running back either went past him or is coming at him. And it feels like by the time that happens, he's not like the athleticism doesn't match the processing speed.
He don't have that like killer middle linebacker
instinct. Right now he doesn't, because he's new to the position.
You see how Bobby, when that man Baker Mayfield fumbled that ball and Bobby went straight right there to get it. Like we don't need any stragglers for real. We need you to go head to the ball.
Also, like I seen a play. I think it was I think they're playing Clemson. I forgot what team they're playing. Might have been Wake Forest or something. I forgot what team it was. But no, it was actually Texas. Arch Manning's in the pocket. Sonny Styles, he's engaged with the offensive lineman given, but he disengaged from the offensive lineman. He misses Arch Manning. Arch Manning runs for like 15 yards, and like Sonny Styles just gives up on the play. I'm like, we can't do it at the National Football League level, bro.
No.
I mean, you give 100% effort from whistle in to whistle out. Definitely. You can't get lazy. Same the league,
like, don't
if you do that at Ohio State, that's cool. You can't do that in the league, bro.
Yeah, it's like this. You could do that at Ohio State because you got another track star right beside you that's going to hawk somebody down. You be like, I can take this play off. In the NFL, they're going to have the big cameras on you. It's going to be, man, oh, he took that play off. Oh, that's one play. That's one rep. That's another rep.
Exactly. They're going to just keep pointing that out against you. That's not a good look. So.
Let me ask you this. What was your favorite pick of the draft?
Tron Allen.
Okay, Tron Allen. Okay, I'm glad, man. You going into it? Yeah, you speeding into this. What I meant to ask you, because I come to you about the Penn State players. This who I come to for my information.
Tron Allen is definitely my favorite player in this draft. He runs hard, not the most accelerating back. He's not going to be a shifty Saquon Barkley type, or what I'm saying, he's not a Jahmyr Gibbs and like that, but he is a poor man's David Montgomery. I'm going to call it what it is. He runs hard. He runs people over. They call him Fat Man for a reason. Penn State, Lenny Lyons rushing leader. Like, you had Saquon Barkley come through that school. You had Evan Worcester come through that school. You had, like, all these really good running backs coming. Nick Singleton played with him at Penn State. And he still was the rushing leader all time for the Lenny Lyons. So, the thing about K-Tron I like a lot is his ability to see the hole, press the hole. He's not the fastest, so you're not going to see it on tape. But he has the vision. Okay, cool. I got to go for the C gap. Go for the C gap. Do it in his face. Run him over. Never do it in his face. Got good contact backs. He's shifty enough. Oh, get him out of my way. Keep going. No breakaway speed, but he's fast enough in the open field. Maybe not at the NFL level because these guys are faster, but definitely I would say is the ability to score touchdowns in the red zone, contact balance, his physicality, and getting something out of nothing. There's plenty of runs at Penn State where you can get a -3 loss, but he gets 4 yards. Okay. Or it's blocked for no gain and he gets 3. It's blocked for -3 and he's getting a yard. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Yeah. He's getting something out of absolute zero. So that would say it was my favorite.
Is he one of those guys that fall forward? Does he fall forward?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Big boy. Them big boys always fall forward. That's big boy. I only listen at 215, 260, bro. That man is not 215 pounds, bro. That man is about 230.
Yeah, guys.
Shout out size 757 boy. That boy is 230. He is 5'11", 230. Probably runs a 4.6 40. 4.65. Not the fastest guy in the world, but he's fast enough. And he will run you smack over.
What impact could you see him making impact year one? Because I was looking at a couple people's draft opinions on him, and they said he might be fighting for the running back number 1 spot here. Do you think that could be possible?
Nah, Bill's too explosive. I don't see that. I do see him be an RB2 in this offense. He's our new Chris Rodriguez.
Is he better than Chris Rodriguez? Like, or how would this be like a step above Chris Rodriguez, or what kind of potential could you see us getting out of him? Because we say more on the back end got stuff out of Chris Rodriguez before he left, but when we first got him, we weren't really using him like that.
Yeah,
So
I would say as a pure runner, yes. As an overall football player, no. K-Tron doesn't catch out the backfield. C-Rock can. So it's kind of like the distinct difference.
Yeah.
But as a pure runner, yes. I think he has better vision, and I think he's a little bit more physical than C-Rod. He's not fast as C-Rod, but C-Rod can kind of, got a little extra gear to him that K-Tron just don't have. But
okay.
I would say yes, just because of the physicality and just the vision of him knowing what gaps to go and falling forward and things of that nature.
Okay. And they say his nickname is Fat Man. Do people really call this man Fat Man?
They call him Fat Man, bro. They call him Fat Man.
Okay.
Bro, in Happy Valley, bro, they scream Fat Man, bro, when he get in the end zone, bro.
Okay. I'm like,
I didn't go to a Happy Valley game, but I've heard in the stadium, like, while I watch game, Fat Man.
Man, me and you should have been at the Oregon versus Penn State game last year.
Woo! We was in Atlanta watching us get spanked, so.
Hey, man. No,
we was in Atlanta watching us getting spanked.
Hey, look, we still about to get refunded by the Commanders. It's all right. We're gonna get refunded by the plane tickets and everything.
I need my money back.
So let me ask you this: any pick that you question when we drafted, or you be like, we went this pick too early, or question the pick?
Repeat that question again.
Is there any pick that you questioned when we drafted somebody? Any person in the draft?
The last one.
Yeah.
Aikman, Calvin Mattis. I definitely questioned that one a bit. But I did understand the logic afterwards. So I'm like, okay, why are we spending a draft pick on this guy? We could have got an undrafted free agent as a priority free agent. But I'm also thinking like, okay, cool. Like, if he did go undrafted, who would jump on him first? He could choose his destination. Hey, I got a chance to be a backup over here while being a third string over here. I can, even have a chance to start in 2 years over here. Possibly, highly unlikely, but I got a slim chance to start over here, or at least be a backup over here rather than being a third string at this spot. He could have picked his spot and then, we might not have been his first choice. So we spent the draft pick on. I don't hate that now in hindsight, but I didn't like it at the time. Safety or something. Get a guy with like this. Go get a freak athlete that can just do 100 things and mold him into something. Like, why are we taking a quarterback? What are we doing? Okay, they got AP got something cooking with this guy. He might be Marcus Mariota's replacement.
Nah, for real. Like, I was thinking the same thing. I wanted us to draft a quarterback, but I thought it was gonna be. I low-key wanted us to draft that man Jalen Daniels, number 5, the dude from what he from, like Kansas or something. I was like, I told my wife, I said, what if we did that? She was like, oh boy, you a head ass. Why you want to do that? I was like, it ain't I want to. It'd be head ass if they did. But what I was seeing
Jay Daniels, both wearing 5.
Yep. And he wear I think they both wear number 5. I was like, but he would have to be number 6 if he made the roster. But what I seen from what I do like about us bringing that quarterback in is he'll know the offense, he'll be with the team, and we don't have to, if knock on wood, the same thing happened last year, we wouldn't have to go out the way and sign other quarterbacks off of. I think we signed old boy from he was on the Cardinals and he was gonna get to play, but Josh Johnson came in and played, but he was their backup.
Oh yeah, you talking about signed we brought back Jeff Driscoll.
Jeff Driscoll, that's who it was. Because I was like, at least we'll have somebody who's, because I seen oh boy, he's decent. Like for some stopgap stuff, so you come in and some cleanup job, like, and then it's like this. We could be more competitive in the preseason too. Because I know preseason games don't count, but it was like when you lose a preseason game,
was ugly.
Listen, when you would lose a preseason game the way we was losing them versus you winning a preseason game that don't really matter, the feeling is way better because I think didn't we lose all of them? Did we win one?
Yeah, we lost all.
I'm about to say, like,
we got doors blown off in all of them. We got blown out every single preseason.
That's what I'm saying. And they went hard in that Ravens preseason game. You remember we had to break their record for the preseason undefeated?
Yeah.
And we broke their record. They was going hard for that. So let me see what else about the draft. What could we get into about the draft? Okay, let me break. What's your breakdown on Antonio Williams, wide receiver out of Clemson? Do you like that pick or what?
I like that one a lot, actually. I didn't love it at first. But I love it now though. I think the thing I like about Antonio the most that really kind of like resonates with me is the fact he wins off quickness and route running.
Yes,
He's
sir.
the best route runner not named Carnell Tate. He's the second best route runner.
Okay.
If you want to say Jordan Tyson's better, sure. He's the third. That's fine. But his route run is very refined. He gets open and gets separation. And just off route running. It's not off speed or quickness. It's just literally off technician route runner. He's a technician as a route runner. Good hands. The injury history kind of concerned me a little bit. You talk things I didn't like. But yeah, the route running ability, the ability to get yards after the catch, I like that as well. It's also versatile. They kind of gave the ball out the backfield a little bit with him at Clemson, stuff like that. So he had like a little Debo Samuel, like a little usage there too. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, number one thing with the route running that everybody was like, oh yeah, cool. He can separate like this. Cool. And got a true separator who can, he's here and the defender's here. And I'm wide open. Give me it. You know what I'm saying? So outside Terry McLaurin, we didn't have a true separator. Sometimes Terry had to make some really nasty contested catches because he wasn't separating enough. So we got a true separator. That's my favorite part, that we have a true separator on the roster now.
That's what I'm saying. We definitely need players that can separate because we have the quarterback that could do it, man. I wanted him to put some weapons around him for sure. We need the weapons around Jaden. So what I was gonna ask was one of the reasons why you might have questioned the pick or didn't like the pick at first because there were other receivers on the board.
I prefer Ted Hurst.
Okay.
I prefer Ted Hurst. But I do like him. Chris Brown's on the board too. I was like, kind of like this 6'4" speedster. We just like these and like these and needs. All that. But AP like these shifty guys, bro. So AP like what he like. I'm gonna just roll what he like. It is what it is. Kind of what he did in the 49ers. He never really got a big receiver for real. He got these small, shiftier guys. DeJuan Jennings comes to mind. He's not the biggest receiver. Debo's not the biggest receiver height-wise. Neither is Ricky Pearsall. So that's just what it was. Oh, well, I think Ricky Pearsall's top he left. But to the point. They got like Emmanuel Sanders they picked up in free agency, stuff like that. They like these shiftier guys. So I guess he's taking the same approach here in Washington.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you what.
I want another. You know how Terry? We don't really put Terry in the slot that much. We don't have him doing reverses out the backfield. I want another receiver that just goes out there and catches. Like we have a lot of gadget guys. We have guys that they're not the best at doing these gadget plays, but we have gadget guys. Like I feel like Antonio Williams, he's definitely a great pickup because what I was looking at last year, they said in Clemson, when he was injured, the offense fell off a cliff. So when he was on, the offense was rolling. So I'm like, okay, we could have even half of that. If he can have our offense rolling while we're on the field, and then Terry does his thing, and then Diami does his thing, and all the other wide receivers tap in and contribute all the way, I feel like he'll fit right in. So what was one of the negative things you didn't like about him? You said the injury history.
Just the injury history. Sure.
Okay. Just the injury history. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Any so wide receiver room's getting a little full with that being said. Do you think anybody is on the bubble? Like who would be your opinion that might be on the outside looking in?
That's tough. Because when you look at the receiver room, Terry's a lock, obviously, and Tony Williams is a lock, right? I wouldn't say Diami because Diami has a special skill set that we do kind of need. A guy that does stretch the field. That's just what he does. He's learned. I'm not gonna call him one trick pony, but that's just his forte, right?
Yeah.
We need a guy to stretch the field. Luke McCaffrey is one of the best kick returners, if not the best kick returner in football. And I think he also brings you value as a receiver. He was on his way to having 4,000-yard receiving season with like 6 touchdowns before he got hurt. So he does bring you something as a receiver, right?
Yeah.
Jalen Lane is going to be an all-pro punt return. So those things are important. Special teams are a very important part of the game. So I don't even give it to them. So I think it's Traylon Burks. It's Traylon Burks.
Because if you don't got that extra skill set, like if you can't do this and that, like Diami, it's like Diami, he might be one trick pony, he might be fast and stuff like that. Well, people might say he might be a one trick pony, but
also
it's like
he plays specials.
Yeah, and
he blocked.
He blocked
plays
too.
Specials and he blocks.
And he blocks.
But he also plays specials.
Yeah.
He don't play special teams. Yes, the hell he does.
Yeah, Diami,
He's a gunner. He's a gunner. They throw him out there on specials. So with them throwing him on specials, and on top of the fact that he has a specific skill set that they need in that room, Diami's he's unexpendable. Like, you can't get rid of Diami, bro.
That's what I'm thinking.
And Traylon also has his injury history is pretty nasty. Like, can he make it through camp and make it through the process without getting hurt? We got him. First game he played, he looked good and got hurt. Broke his finger. Yeah, had to get surgery on it. Missed the next game.
Then caught the touchdown.
They caught the joint with the same hand he broke. Same freaking finger. Like, but it's like, that's what I mean. Like, he came in and got hurt immediately. Can you blast through the whole process? I don't think he can. So, but it might not be a thing where like Traylon Burks is cut. He might get hurt, and they say, "Oh, you know what, bro? We don't want you to leave. We'll just put you on IR and just hold on to you until next offseason, and we'll try you again." But yeah, it could be one of those things. But I think Traylon Burks will be the guy that won't be one.
Okay. What other positions on the roster you think is crowded where you're like, man, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight for this position right here. Because some people say linebacker. Right? Some people say linebacker.
Linebacker for me, offensive line as well. It's a little crowded. Running back is crowded. Sure. Wide receiver. Those are the main crowd positions. Your linebacker, edge rusher too, in a way. Kind of. Edge rusher, linebacker, running back, wide receiver.
Okay. That's definitely, I'm trying to tell you. Okay, speaking of O-line, what you brought up, would you say, are you worried about our O-line this year?
Not really. Got top 5 left tackle in Larry Tunsil. I think Josh Collins will be better year 2 than he was year 1. Sam Cotton's a Pro Bowl right guard. You could be concerned about the center position. Actually, I think we can be concerned about it. Nick Allegretti had not been the best center in his time as a commander. But he showed some good flashes even at center. In the left guard position,
we drafted old boy to center.
Drafted Matt Goblin as well, so they could be in a competition for that center spot. I expect the center. I do expect the center competition as well. And the left guard is like, okay, do you trust Brandon Coleman more? Or do you trust Chris Paul more? Does Brandon Coleman fit the scheme more? But I think it'll be Brandon Coleman all said and done. It's been a top 100 pick on this guy. You can't start over Chris Paul. We have a problem. Point blank period. And if you can't start with Chris Paul this year in a scheme that you fit better than he does, you're out of here. Let's make a break for Brandon Coleman at this point. So, yeah, I would say that left guard isn't a concern. It's who wins the job. Center's a slight concern, but the rest of the offensive line are fine.
See, in my opinion, I would say I want to see our offense have that cohesion and work together, and it's not too many injuries on it, so they could all play together and they know what this person's going to do, know what that person's going to do. Because it seems like our offense be good when we're playing like kind of mediocre teams with not that good of a pass rush. But even when we play like, say, a Dallas, and Dallas, they built in the trenches, their defensive line, offensive line. Like if we play them, they'll be getting way more push than I like on us. That's why I'm just like, I want to solidify like a win now. I want that solidify. I need that O line a brick wall, and nobody could infiltrate that because I'm trying to keep my quarterback right side up, and I'm trying to be winning these games. And that's why with the draft pick, I gave it a B plus because, well, I gave it a B plus because I feel like maybe the receiver, like you said, I didn't know about Antonio Williams like that. I wasn't tapped in until I had to go back and do my research because there were Chris Brazzell from Tennessee still up there, and it was Ted Hurst. It was a couple more wide receivers that I was looking at. I was like, okay, like it was some receivers that I was looking at. Like I was like, maybe they would have been over him. But after I seen his tape, I'm like, okay, we could work with bro. It's not like bro's a slouch. Like you said, the injury history, that's a little bit of a concern issue. But other than that, man, he'll fit right in because he'll have a quarterback that's throwing to him. Like his quarterback at Tennessee or Clemson was not Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, he make bums look like stars, man. Hey, look, while Jaden Daniels quarterback, I might try to go out there and get a touchdown real quick. Like for real. Jaden Daniels, he throwing to anybody. So what you think about that kicker competition? We bought in Drew Stevens, Iowa kicker. He might got pushed Jake Moody like to that limit. Because like I told my wife, man, I was like, man, Jake Moody, man, it's like when he be kicking, I be asking my wife, I'm like, man, I be telling her, I was like, man, we gotta see what type of Moody in the day. Because he be kicking, like they said, he kicking inside. He might be an inside kicker.
Yeah, I would say it's an interesting competition. I do think Jake Moody's going to win it. I think Jake Moody's a little bit more accurate. Cause like you look at it, he only missed one kick last year. The one kick he missed was embarrassing. Missing a 23-yard field goal is absolutely insane. What are we doing? But outside of that, he did miss another kick. I'm just saying. So I think Steven has a bigger leg though. So maybe if you're looking for a bigger leg, but like kind of a Joey Slide type of situation where he's not as accurate but a bigger leg. I think they already tried that before, and it's like, let's go get that more accurate kicker, kind of that cock fullback type. So I do think Jake Moody will win the competition. It'll be close though. But I'd be surprised if Steve was the kicker. But I'm gonna lean slightly, like 52-48 over Moody over Steve. It's close though. It's close, very close.
Yeah.
Give me Moody, man.
Okay, so you can team Moody.
He kicked last year too, so I think it gives him a little slight edge too.
Yeah, when I'll say this about Jake Moody. Like you said, he only missed one kick, but I want some competition in for him because this is a thing. As you being a Commanders fan and a Commanders content creator and a diehard Redskin fan at heart, let me ask you this question. When did we ever have who was the best kicker of you liking the Redskins that you could say? That was kicking here, making stuff, not left and was the greatest kicker ever. Because we had plenty of those.
Yeah, Nick Novak, Dustin Hopkins, David Akers.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about it. It's
going to
tick me off.
Look,
it's going to tick me off.
We was back in school. We was back in school.
Back in school back then. It was a class try to, you know what I'm saying, learn some stuff. But best kicker since I've been a fan. Good question. The most consistent one I know is Cowboy. You gotta say Dustin Hopkins. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, look.
Because Novak was cool, but he was a little inconsistent. Akers was good, but Akers was like before our time for real.
Yeah.
For real.
He left and was good.
Yeah, he left and just OD'd on the whole league. But yeah, I would definitely say Kyle Forbath and Dustin Hopkins, to my most recollect memory, will be my kickers.
Okay. So I'm not gonna hold you up long. I got this wild card. I was like, let me throw in this wild card. What do you think Mekhi Lemon is gonna do on Philly? Because I was live streaming with Grant yesterday, and I asked him. He said he doesn't feel like Mekhi Lemon fits their offense because it's like Jalen Hurts be having all day in the pocket, and he's not like a quick passer. He doesn't like throw over the middle and stuff like that. And that's going to be his position in the slot majority of the time. So how do you feel he would do in Philly? And what was your reaction to that pick when he went there too?
I was pissed off. First, pissed off. I'm sick of our rivals getting better. They piss me off. But I kind of agree with Grant, but also don't. Because he'll throw AJ plenty of slants. So why would he throw Mekhi Lemon a bunch of slants?
Yeah, that is true.
I think Mekhi Lemon with 1,000-yard receiver this year. He's gonna eat. Spain gonna get double teams. They're gonna try to double team Goddard. I'll take him away. I'm like, we ain't care about this rookie. Show me. You gotta have one of them 8 for 150, 8 for $150 and tub. The USC thing ain't fake. All right, we want to start defending you. We want to start doing something. And he'll have a couple of those games, and he'll have a couple of like slumming games, something like that. But I think he'll be inconsistent. But in 17 games, getting 1,000 yards isn't impossible. So I do think he gets like 75 catches, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns, something like that.
I do not like that because if he get 1,000 yards, it's gonna be 250 on us. Like, I don't want that shit. That nigga need 800 yards. I do not want that to happen.
Bro had like 250 against us in 2 games. Going to eat.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he getting 1,000 yards, he gonna do against us.
He gonna OD on us both games. I expect to win one of them though. So I don't care. I don't care. We're gonna split with these fools. But he gonna go off.
He definitely gonna go off.
We're gonna outscore him in one of those games.
He gonna do his thing. So who do you think had the best draft around the NFC East?
I'm leaning toward the Cowboys. But the Giants had a really good haul. Arvell Reese is a kind of a mystery for me though, because like, what is he? You know what I mean? Like, he an edge rusher, he a linebacker, he a little bit of both. Like, what is Arvell Reese? So that's the only thing I got kind of concerned about the Giants draft. I think they did really well though. Getting Francis Marianoa, going in the third round, getting Malachi Fields. I think they did really well. But the fact the Cowboys got Caleb Downs, spent the block and got Malachi Lawrence, that's pissing me off. That's pissing me off. Because I think Lawrence is going to be a really good edge rusher in this league. And we know what Caleb Downs is going to be. He's going to be a dog. It's making me puke saying Caleb Downs and Cowboy in the same sentence. I want to grow up.
I do not want to see him twice a year.
But we had no choice.
No, we got no choice, man. Hey, look, we just gotta strap up for war. That's what you gotta do.
Strap up for war.
So my opinion on that, I feel like the Giants had the best draft, but the Eagles have honorable mention because the Eagles didn't they trade 2 picks to get what is it, Jonathan Grenard?
Yeah.
So that's why I say that was an extension of their draft, and they're getting him. So I would say
I'm gonna say Philadelphia when I think about it. They got Jonathan Grenard, they got Mekhi Lemon, yeah. He got tagged to replace Lane Johnson like 2-3 years. Yeah, I'm gonna say Philadelphia.
That's why I said Philly honorable mention because the way if you throw the Jonathan Grenard in there,
if you put a Jonathan Grenard trade in there, I gotta say Philadelphia without the trade. Yeah, so if you count the Jonathan Grenard trade, I'm gonna say Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I'm gonna definitely give you a shout out, man. Happy birthday again. Appreciate you for stopping by. Appreciate you for clocking in with me. You already know, man. If you don't already follow my guy Protech, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me. So I'm a kind of a jack of all trades. So you can find me on YouTube at PSN Commanders Network. So all Washington Commander stuff. I got a way early 53-man roster projection for y'all on the channel coming up pretty soon. Birthday stream tonight. You guys can pull up. We just talk random Commanders topics. No structure to it. You guys can hop in the StreamYard. Super chats are very appreciative. Thank you so much in advance. Also, I have another channel called A Lot. It's because of Life of Tone. I do loyalty test reactions for people getting cheated on, not getting cheated on. We'll talk about that from a Christian/disciple perspective. We'll subscribe to that. Also, a lot of fashion. Sorry, we put it on over here.
That's another thing. That's another thing I was telling my wife about it. I was like, man, my boy Tech, he stayed with the kicks of the day. I was like, man, he's switching it up. I was like, okay, let me find out. He got
a little vault.
Like that.
I got a little vault over there.
Yeah, I know. I see what you was posting. I was like, oh, he got those. I was like, I don't even got those. I was like, oh, he's doing his thing. I said, my guy doing his thing for real.
So go subscribe to Live Fashion Channel for streetwear topics. From I'm not a middle-aged person, so please don't hit me with that. But from a 30-year-old plus perspective, you know what I'm saying? Go up there in age, but I can still put it on. Ain't nothing
wrong with being in the 30 club, man. Ain't nothing wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I said I ain't a YN, but I ain't an ON either. So we good over here. You heard me? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, they better hope they make it a 30 plus.
When they going out there, boy, they out there going crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You know, Drakey was switchy and all another nonsense. Yeah, I'm pray to make it to 30. They got tweaking.
That's what I'm saying, but man, you already know, man. It's overtime with Otis, man. We clocking out.
Clocking out, man. Clocking out.